La la la.
Hi guys, Halo is here. This will be a video guide series for the newly released game mode for PGR Global, Border Pact, and the guides will be split into 9 parts, an introduction, and 1 video for each area. So what is Border Pact? It is an extremely challenging game mode that was released on the Known Out Ouroboros patch. It provides universal skill level bonuses and is the only external source of extra BP for constructs. Since you will be resetting many times in this game mode, a lot of patience is required to clear it, no matter how good or geared you are. Most importantly, you must be willing to spend cogs for revives. Having too much of an ego here is going to hold you back because the odds are heavily stacked against you on solo construct teams. With all that introduction out of the way, I would just like to mention that I've cleared this game mode as a day 1 free-to-play without a single 6-star weapon and with only 4 Ultima Awakened constructs. So if you are having trouble clearing this game mode, I hope that this video series will be of some help to you.
Disclaimer: everyone's experience with this game mode will vary since we all have different constructs with varying levels of investment. What works for me might not work for you.
Moving on to the more important part of the guide. I highly recommend having at least 4 Ultima Awakened DPS constructs with 5-star weapons as a baseline. Having built healers is a big plus since you can afford to make more mistakes. For the later stages, having 3 sets of Da Vinci memories will be a big help. On a side note, having multiple 2-piece sets of Cortis can help with providing more iframes and breathing room when you run out of dodges. You should also have experienced all of the Phantom Pain Cage bosses enough times to be comfortable with their movesets, since the later bosses are extremely punishing, aka one-shotting with their big skills. Now let us move on to Border Pact basics. There are 8 areas in total to capture, and each area is captured when you have cleared all 3 of its stages. Once captured, you can station 1 Ultima Awakened construct to get the respective buff. If you are lacking Ultima Awakened constructs, you can choose which area you want to station them in to get the buffs that you want. For example, only stationing constructs at areas 3, 4, 6 and 8. These are the buffs from all 8 areas. Next, each stage comprises of 3 to 4 teams of 1 to 3 constructs. You are required to deploy the specified number of constructs and can only revive the teams where all the constructs in that team meet the recommended BP. Due to this fact, the most abusable teams are those that only require 1 construct. However, I would also like to note that you should only use the cog revive if you are confident that you can clear the entire stage. Otherwise, you are just wasting resources. My personal guideline for team building is that for teams of 1, use a DPS construct. For teams of 2, use a DPS and healer construct. For teams of 3, use a DPS, tank and healer construct. If you are confident in building your own teams, you can use the resources that I'll be linking in the description below to plan your teams. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to support me, consider dropping a like and a subscribe. I will try my best to release the subsequent videos on a weekly basis, so please look forward to it.